This is breaking news coming in where we're learning that the Manipur situation has been brought under control through coordinated actions by all stakeholders. The IAF undertook continuous sorties from 2 airfields in Assam, employing the C-17 Globemaster and the AN-32 aircrafts. The induction of these aircrafts commenced on the night of 4th May, and additional columns commenced domination with effect from 5th May early this morning. Now, the domination and evacuation of civilians of all communities from the affected areas continued throughout the night, and a flag march in Churachandpur and other sensitive areas is underway. We're crossing over to CNN News 18's Kamalika Sen-Gupta, who's joining us live to get us more details on this. Kamalika, so we're learning that the situation in Manipur is now under control. Could you tell us more about this?
See, according to the Indian Army, which they are telling us that the situation in some places are, falling in place. That's what the Army version is. And they are saying that more deployments have taken place, and entire night sorties have taken place via AN-32 and Globe, all the Air Force planes. They are flying in troops in Manipur. They are saying that there are various places the situation is better than what it was. Continuous flag march is on. That's what their version is in various parts of Manipur, and they believe that normalcy will restore. Now there is a unified, effort from the Indian Army, from the CAPS, from the state administration. They're all working together. That's what their version is. That's what the Indian Army is saying. On the other hand, no trains will be plying to Manipur. That's a new decision which has come from the railways, because the law and order situation is wrought right till normalcy is restored. So there will be no trains plying there. On the other hand, let me also update you that the neighboring states like Tripura, like Meghalaya, like Mizoram, they have all come, and they are also very much concerned, as a lot of their students, a lot of their residents of Tripura, Meghalaya and other neighboring states stay in Manipur. And the chief ministers have spoken to Home Minister yesterday. Like in Meghalaya, they have opened a helpline. In Tripura, they have opened a helpline. And in other places, they are also trying to evacuate their students, their state students from there. A lot of people are coming out of Manipur. The Manipur residents, they are coming out in a safer place. So army is in full action. We hope that things will be better today.
Let's talk about one of the developments which has taken place, where shoot-at-sight orders have been issued when it comes to extreme cases. Can you explain why that decision was taken to allow this?
The situation, shoot-at-sight order comes up at a stage when things go out of control. Now, this was actually the condition till yesterday morning. Day before yesterday evening, after the march, the way miscreants and vandalized everything from Churachandpur to the capital Imphal. We were speaking to a couple of people who have come out from Manipur. They were saying it's horrifying. Houses were burned. And the people, they came out, the mobs who came out, they had arms with them. That's what the local people out there were saying. So, even there was they tried to breach the curfew at times. The state administration, they imposed curfew, they banned the internet then and there. But in spite of that, it was seen that they were trying to break the curfew. So when situation goes to such an extent, then this type of steps are taken. So the order clearly states that when there is a requirement, then shoot at sight is allowed. Now the situation was really worse, and for that this decision had to be taken. That's what we are getting it from the sources, because shoot at sight is an extreme order. To control the situation, this was evident, this was required, and that's why a shoot at sight order was given. That's what we are getting it from the administration.
All right, Kamalika, please stay with us. We also want to get a word in from CNN News 18's Arnima, who's also joining us live. Arnima, so one thing that we have been talking about is how the Home Minister has been briefed about the situation. Of course, there are multiple forces on the ground. He held conversations with neighboring state CMs. Could you tell us more about what sources are telling you about those conversations?
Yes, he's been very hands-on. One of the complaints was against the way the situation was initially handled by the local police, and that complaint was mentioned when the Home Ministry took a review as well. The review initially happened with the local officials, and then in the evening, Home Minister stepped in. 2 rounds of video conferencing happened. Just ahead of that round of video conferencing, the state government had already been advised, and they acted on that advice to appoint Kuldeep Singh, former DG of NIA and CRPF, to advise the Chief Minister on the security situation. Post that, HM took this VC, and we were told soon after a decision was taken that the ADGP must be made the operational commander. The DGP's handling of the situation was much criticized. What was alleged was that in Maithili areas where cookies were in minorities, not enough confidence was given to them that they will be safe, and it was repeated in the cookie-dominated areas of Chuchandrapur and even More. So the way things were handled when Imphal started burning, when about 2 kilometers outside the airport, vehicles were burned down, ambulances were targeted, that really set the alarm bells ringing. And the Home Minister is apprised of the situation on a real-time basis. He's already speaking to the neighboring states of Manipur because there is this fear that this could spill over. There are a lot of intermingling population. Some Manipuris are wanting to get out. There is a crisis at the airport. The Indian Railways has also stepped in. Not many trains are functioning there because, the infrastructure could also get targeted in this volatile atmosphere. So these are steps that the center has taken, but their essential focus right now is confidence building measure, sending more troops overnight. What we hear from the South Block is that things have been peaceful. So that is what they are now hoping for. That now try and rebuild, give people the confidence over the next 24 to 48 hours. If that happens, perhaps there could be some relaxation as far as curfew measures are concerned.
All right, Arnima, thank you so much for giving us those important details when it comes to the situation in Manipur. We also want to thank Kamalika Singh Gupta for also joining us and giving us those details. With this, we're going to listen into some reactions that have come in.
We are monitoring the situation closely. We are in touch with the students of the different institutes. We are also making arrangements as a state government to try and evacuate our students at the earliest from there so that they can come back safely. We are making arrangements in terms of different transportation, especially air transportation, so that we can safely and quickly bring back our students back to our state.
Of course, situation was in the evening somewhat tense and there are some violences. But now the state administration has imposed to control, to arrest the violence in different part of the state. And also the Honorable Chief Minister has already appealed to the public not to involve any kind of violence and also to remain peacefully and calmly. If there be any kind of mistakes, it should be corrected through dialogue and talking in the table.
Peace has to be maintained and every step has to be taken to bring the situation completely under control. And that's what our appeal would be also to everyone, that whatever help is required, the state government is doing its bit. Whatever is needed from the central government, that would happen. And the priority remains that the situation must return to normalcy at the soonest.
प्रदेश में कल एवं आज की हिंसक घटनाओं से मुझे बहुत दुख हुआ है और दुखी हूं। सभी मणिपुर प्रदेशवासियों को से आग्रह करती हूं कि वे अपनी परंपरा के अनुरूप शांति, स्नेह, भाईचारा एवं सद्भाव बनाए रखें। किसी भी प्रकार की हिंसा, आगजनी में भाग न ले, अफवाहों पर ध्यान न दे, अपनी समस्या और विचारों को शांतिपूर्वक बैठकर आपस में विचार विमर्श कर उपयुक्त मंच सरकार के समक्ष रख सकते हैं। उनका समाधान शांति से निकाला जा सकता है।
Now with this, we're heading into a very short break. Do stay with us for more.